Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we've got our meters hooked up. We got 9 volts primed for the pulse motor. We've got our little motor over there. We've got our voltage meter. I'm going to spin it. Okay, so now let me explain the two drives. We got a drive circuit and a generator circuit. They're separate, so it's kind of like a transformer. But let me go through it real quick. We got 16 gauge, 250 turns for the main drive. Just one strand. It works pretty well. And then here we've got 24 gauge strand, 200 turns, and a 24 gauge strand with 200 turns in this coil as well. So these two, and those are pickup coils wound in series, are connected in series with the main drive. So it goes boom, 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 and it reduces the amps drawn by about a whole amp. So it's pretty good, and you get about the same return. Not really. It's about, I don't know, 3 to 5 volts. You gotta put 3 to 5 more volts in to get the same return. So it's equal. It's equal. It's just you can turn the voltage up way higher with this setup than you can with the other setup, which was just the 16 gauge coil. Alright, so we got this pulse motor over here, and we're going to give it a little whip. Alright, so we're keeping it, as long as it's triggering the trigger coil, the energy will flow through it. Alright, we got a rectifier diode right there. We got the generator circuit connected in a loop on the opposite side of the diode. So it's connected in a loop, and then the energy filters through the diode to the pulse motor. It basically gets sucked, is what I would say. The floodgate opens. You can look at it either way. But basically that pulse motor needs the energy to suck. And the energy is bottled up on this side to open the floodgates. So this is virtually saying the same thing, just looking at it from a different perspective. And I do believe that is working. I can't really tell, but and with these low readings, with it going that fast, it's definitely spending some energy. But this is only 9 volts. And I guess with the loop, let's see, what makes it okay is this diode right here. The energy goes from that side and it cascades through this diode back to the start, and then back through the whole thing again. And it cascades through that loop because of that diode without causing a huge load on the rotor. And with it being able to do so, creates that energy loop. But the reason why this isn't free is because if you turn the power off, it's over. You have to have a spark to make any of this work. I'm not even going to throw it out there. Sparkless electricity. Let's see if we can do it. Because if you actually get the charge without having the spark in the first place, then the spark was never part of the equation, and you don't need to worry about it. In theory. But I mean, for where we are and what we're doing, the spark is there. It is very real. You have to have power in your system for it to work. Um, Even if it's minute power of any kind, power of any kind. I'm not saying power from the power plant, power from a battery, power from a capacitor. You have to have some source of power. An LED, just uh, light. But you'd have to have that receiver. See, this isn't working. I don't like that. I don't know if I'm generating enough. Or see, I was wondering, like, this is part of the generator circuit, actually, right? That's what it's hooked to. So if I was going to make another loop or a cascading loop, I would take this red clip off the transistor and off the negative, and where would I put it? What would I clip it to? Would I clip it to the beginning of the drive circuit? Would I clip it to that? Would I clip it to this big wire right here? Or would I clip it to number 2, the beginning of the drive circuit? And then it would be completely enclosed. I don't think it would make a difference though, because the energy doesn't get through to the transistor unless this is going a certain speed anyway. It always drops below that, so I'm thinking it's not working to begin with. Could definitely try a reed switch. Anyway, it's because it's new parameters. The other rotor was so much larger than that one. Now I could put a capacitor. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to do that. See if we can't charge up a capacitor a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I had to rearrange some stuff. Currently we're running on a reed switch. We're running all 3 of these coils. This is the second pulse motor and it's in a loop on the generator circuit. So essentially this is all part of the generator circuit. And what I mean by a loop is it goes through all this and then it hits this diode and it gets made so it can't go back on it. So that's good. I'm wondering if there's what else I can do to make that go a little faster. I mean, it is working right now, but it's 9.4.2 amps. That's great. No capacitors are being used at the moment. Just show you real quick. See, totally unhooked. Anybody want to say anything about that? Alright, so yeah, it's working, it's functional, it's not going that fast. I mean, I wish it could go faster than it's going. But maybe have a little bit of power stored up before. Find an equilibrium that's faster than that. It's kind of lackluster. So I'm going to turn it up to 12 volts. We're at 12 volts in, 0.4 amps. It's shaking. See, and it hasn't had much of an acceleration phase, and it's already like shaking. So I think it'll be all right though. Hope. Yeah, it's starting to clip a little faster now. It's weird. It's strange how that happens. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the last of my generator coils. Maybe hook up a little bit more of some 32 gauge. So what I'm talking about is I got a 22,000 turn 32 gauge coil, and then I've got this 8,000 turn coil. That's pretty much it. Oh no, that's not it. This is it, 8,000 turns right here. So I wonder, like, if I took the diode out of after the coils here, because that's running on DC, that second motor has been rectified, so yeah, I'm going to take the rectifier out. I'm going to put an AC cap in there. Yeah, we still got 5 volts overage here. See, the power's off. That's awesome. Alright. So I'm going to use that cap there, and since it's an AC cap, you can plug either side in either way. And this right here is just what's stored up in the coils and the residual motion of the rotor. You can kind of see it kick. Not just light up, but actually accelerate a little bit. But I'm gonna make it so it spins that really quickly. Actually, it's all dependent on this rotor right here. Awesome. Thank you very much. Peace out. I'm gonna switch that up with the diode and the capacitor right there. Be right back. But for now, peace out. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Bye now.